Next topic is venturimeter. What is meant by is a venturimeter? It is the application of Bernoulli's principle, which is it is a device which is used to measure the flow speed. It is used to measure the flow speed of a fluid, basically, which is incompressible fluid, right? We shall see the construction of this venturimeter and apply the Bernoulli's principle, then we can find out the flow speed of a fluid. It consisting of a U-type tube where it is being filled with mercury and which has a broad inlet, or broad diameter, and there is a narrow neck like and this is called constriction, where the fluid is entering with speed called as inflow speed. So this is called speed V1, where we are interested to calculate. At this middle it has some narrow end, right? Now the fluid which is like this, there is called as height difference, there is height difference called as H. This is filled with mercury. U2 is being filled with mercury. Now choose that this is a region 1, this is a region 2, 1 and 2. Now this is called as U-type manometer. U-type construction manometer, where it is being filled with mercury. The mercury density can be rho m, rho of the mercury, right? Now this is a large diameter and area A1, here area A2, this is V2. According to equation of continuity, A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. You can also indicate it as small area. A1 V1 is equal to, this is A and A2 V2. V2 is equal to A by A into V1, right? Now apply Bernoulli's principle. Or Bernoulli's equation. First one, P1 at pressure where flow speed is entering, plus half rho V1 square, rho of the fluid, not rho m, is equals to P2 plus half rho V2 square. Apply V2 over here and bring P1 left side. P1 minus P2 is equals to half minus rho V1 square plus half rho A by A whole square into V1 square. Substituted here. It has been substituted here, right? So what you will get it as? You will get it as P1 minus P2 is equal to, I am taking half rho V1 square common, rho V1 square A by A whole square minus 1, right? What is P1 minus P2? What is the pressure difference? This indicates the pressure, or here the pressure difference is indicating that delta P is equal to rho m g h. Already we learned this, rho m g h, rho g h actually we will write rho m g h. Rho m g h is equal to half into rho V1 square A by A whole square minus 1, right? Now what is V1 actually? V1 square is equals to 2 rho m g h by rho and A by A whole square minus 1. So from this V1 is equals to under root of 2 rho m g h by rho into, bring that side and apply root A by A whole square minus 1 power 1 by 2. This is called as inflow speed, where it is entering into a broad diameter, and this is simple narrow constriction with attached to U type of tube, where it is being filled with mercury. This is rho is the fluid density, rho m is the mercury density, right? Now the same principle where we apply in the bike carburetors or motor carburetor, the simple formula where narrow end, where the air enters and proper fuel mixer happens and combustion occurs. A simple application of venturometer, there is a venturi nozzle is there. We shall see a simple construction of called as a nozzle type of carburetor. See, the venturometer have many applications. A carburetor, a spray gun, uh, like having the same type. What is the principle involved here? Let us see in a simple manner. This is a like there is a carburetor channel called as a nozzle. The carburetor of automobile has a venturi channel called as nozzle, through which actually air flows with a large speed, where air enter into large speed. When air is entered into large speed, automatically what happens through that channel, the pressure is becoming lowered. Pressure becomes lowered, where high speed air enters or high speed air flows. High speed air flows. So the suitable petrol, the petrol we can write as a gasoline, can be sucked up here, can be sucked up, and there is a proper mixing of fuel and air and combustion occurs. So for the proper combustion, this helps us to making to burn the combustion means after burning the petrol, combustion occur. Spray gun is also having the same type of formula. Yeah, this is what this is a piston makes number turns like that, where the you observe that 4-stroke 2-stroke engines also there, but the internal mechanism is that this is only the schematic picture. Basically, filter pumps, aspirators, Bunsen burners, like atmosphere sprayers, like one perfume sprayers are also having the same functioning or involved with the same principle, where venturimeter and simple venturi nozzle is there, so the proper mixing is occurred. We shall see the simple problems with the application of venturimeter or venturi nozzle. So this is a problem where we used to find out the speed of the blood in the artery. Here it is being through venturimeter the blood is allowed. The wider part of the blood, wider part of the meter means broad cross sectional area, which is equal to A is equals to 8 mm square, and narrower part of the area is small a is equals to 4 m square. So a by a is a ratio simply 2. The pressure drop in the artery is delta P is equal to 24 pascals. Now what is the inflow speed or what is the speed V1, we have to calculate it, right? Now what we have seen, P1 minus P2 is equals to, we had seen of rho V1 square common, rho V1 square. Now a by a whole square minus 1, right? Now this is 24 pascal into 2 is equal to rho V1 square, a by a 2 square 4 minus 1 3. So V1 square is equal to 24 means 48 by rho into 3. V1 square is equal to 48. What is the rho? Actually blood is used. The blood which is being used means what is the red table we refer, the this is equals to 1060 kg per meter cube, slightly more than the density of the water by 1060 into 3. So approximately you will get it as, so V1 is equal to root 16 by 1060 under root. So V1 is equals to approximately 0.125 meters per second. This is a venturimeter application. What we have seen in the earlier, a simple followed problem here. Now blood flow and heart attack, how it is, what is the phenomena or principle involved in happening the heart attack of humans? Generally arteries are there which are connected to heart. Suppose if this is the arteries So generally the plaque type of material, obstructive material, might be formed due to excessive cholesterol, like that. Suppose if that is the formed, what is happening? So when it is becoming narrow, the blood flows normally, but when comes to here, the constriction, this is called as constriction, narrow type of material, what happens? Speed is increased, the speed is raised. So in order to drive the blood to the heart, there is a greater demand is placed in the heart. So the speed flow in the region is raised, as well as pressure is decreased. Now what happens? The heart exerts excess pressure, exerts excess pressure, so that what happens? This heart exerts excess pressure in order to overcome the situation, and the heart will do in the plaque region. Now as the again heart pumps the blood to the narrow again with a rushing manner, means a very speeder manner, then what is happening? Again pressure can be lowered, the once again the pressure is dropped down. This the same reasons they are leading to that heart collapses. When heart this collapses, means this is called as heart attack. So pressure variations to the heart by the arteries, heart attack can be occurred. So when you are, so in order to make it, there is called as, we generally we hear the term called as stent can be placed over here, where the region, plaque region or small region, can be widened by keeping or by sending a stent through the arteries. The another application of Bernoulli's principle is a dynamic lift. Dynamic lift is nothing but force acts on a body like airplane wing, uh, we can call it as hydrofoil, and spinning ball, right? Cricket ball, baseball. What is happening here? When like ball is going through fluid means like air, it deviates its path, from the normal path, because some lift is occurred, the lift is applied due to the pressure variations on the up and down of the ball, so that this can be lifted up. So this is a principle which is involved here, is called as Bernoulli principle and application of Bernoulli's principle. We see that ball without spin, ball with spin, and aerofoil or aircraft wing, how it can be lifted, what is the form principle involved in that, let's see. So the simple ball is moving without spin, straight. We shows actually streamlines around the ball and above the ball and below the ball, right? From the symmetry, the streamlines are very clear that the velocity of streamlines above the ball and below the ball are same. So the velocities are same. Now whatever the pressure maintained above and below are same. So the delta P pressure is difference is equals to 0. Therefore no upward force is occurred, so that lift is not occurred. Now let's see that body with ball moving with spin. Here the ball is moving or spinning like in the clockwise direction. Here then above, see that, observe this one, the air drag, the crowd of streamlines of air like fluid are very close on the above, and below is very far apart. Here the ball is spinning, drags along drags the air along with it, and if the surface is very rough, actually more dragging will be occurred here. The streamers of air of a ball which is moving with velocity right side with v, right, this is the direction, and we are spinning this one, right, we are at the same time the ball is moving forward relative to the air, where air is moving, actually air is moving backwards, and as a result the relative speed above this one is called v plus vr, and here v minus vr downside, because the lesser velocity observed at down of the means below of the ball, and higher velocity observed at above the surface. So obviously what is happening here, the where more speed is occurred, pressure is less, less speed is there, pressure is more, generally ball can be lifted up because high pressure to low pressure. So delta p is there, so lift up so that the ball is moving and it can be goes up, in that way the spin is occurred. This is actually the formula which is involved here. There is net force which is applied here, this is called dynamic lift, and this effect is called as Magnus effect. This effect is called as Magnus. So this is a third one. This is aerofoil or a lift on an aircraft, how it is happening, let's see. So this is a aerofoil is a solid piece, complete a solid piece, and shaped to provide a upward lift, which is dynamic plate when it moves horizontally through air, particularly when it is moving this one. The cross section area of the wings of an airplane looks like a aerofoil as like in a shown in figure now. So means drawing like this. You observe it, aeroplane wings are also like this, or bird wings are also like this. When it is moving against the wind, means wind against the wind, what is happening here? Obviously, it drags the wind or drags the fluid. So above and below velocities are different. When velocities are different in the above and below the region, obviously what is happening, pressure difference can be created, right? When flow speed in the top is more and speed is less, right? So it's a dragging of air is occurred, and the combination of that speed is more and less. Obviously pressure is more and this pressure is left, this is being lifted up, right? So this balances, the lift is being balances the weight of the plane, right? The weight is always downward mg, like that if the mass is there, and dynamic lift is there, f is upward force, right? This is this application and application the Bernoulli's principle, because pressure difference, because delta p, if you write it as delta p into a area, what is that, which is force. Here I will write it as delta p into area is equal to mg. I will write it as mg over here. So in some problems this is useful and we can write like that. So simple problem. Fully loaded Boeing aircraft has a mass m is equals to 3.3 into 10 power 5 kg. So mg weight is equals to 3.3 into 10 power 5 into 9.8, right? So this is we can calculate here, and speed in the middle way, not above and below, the speed is 960 kmph, so which is equals to 267 meters per second after conversion, right? What is the first question? Estimate the pressure difference. Delta P is equal to F, what pressure is F by A, right? Delta P is equal to F by A. So F is nothing but weight, mg, 3.3 into 10 power 5 by 500. Now what is the delta P now? Which is 6.5 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter square. This is the first problem, first question. Next, apply Bernoulli's principle over here. What is that? Delta P, P1 minus P2 is equal to half rho V2 square minus V1 square. Delta P we have calculated already. So delta P is equal to half into rho V1 plus V2 and or V2 plus V1 and V2 minus V1, right? What is this? This is called as average velocity. Now we will average velocity. What is this? This is called as V average velocity. So delta P is equals to rho into 267 in place of V1 plus V2 into V2 minus V1, right? Now what is asked to actually estimate the fractional increase in the speed. Fractional increase in the speed. What is a fractional increase in the speed actually? This is V2 minus V1 by V. V2 minus V1 by V. That is a fractional increase. So delta P is equal to rho into 267 V2 minus V1 by V into V. So this, if I want this one, V2 minus V1 by V is equal to delta P by rho, delta P by rho into 267 into V. Substitute, of course, V is also 267. Rho is the fluid. What is that fluid? The density of the air. So density of the air is equals to approximately 1200 kg per meter cube or 1.2 10 power 3 kg per meter cube. Substitute all. Delta P is here, rho is here 267 and V is also 267. Now substitute here, you will get it as approximately it is 0.08. So the fractional increase in the air above is 8% approximately. So 8% of speed difference is, or relative speed difference is there compared to the above the aircraft or below the aircraft, so that it can be lifted up and it can be going in a height, particularly h, moves in the air or flies in the air.